This is my July update for my project 10 uses. At the beginning of the year, I randomly chose 10 products. I use them 10 times, I roll them out. If you like project panning and this sounds fun to you, then stick around. Hi, I'm Andi. Welcome or welcome back. I'm really happy that you're here. So we have some rollouts this month. Some of them are because I've reached my goal. Some of them are because I don't like them and I am rolling them out. Life is too short to use makeup you don't like. The first item is the e.l.f. Primer Infused Bronzer in the shade Forever Sunkissed. This was just rolled in last month. I reached my 10 uses, like that. Because I do makeup about 6 days a week, sometimes 7 days a week, but at least 6 days a week. Every day at work and then one day on the weekends, because that's usually when I film. And I was kind of hoping to hit pan. You can see, I don't know if you can see the rings. See that mark right there? I thought it was a pan and I got really excited, but it isn't. It's just a mark. But yeah, like I thought maybe I might hit pan. I used this so many more than 10 times. I used it probably close to 15 to 18 times because I have used other bronzers this month. Next up is the ABH lip gloss in the shade Luna. This was rolled in March. I have no uses on that this past month. Let's see, I think I only have like I have 3 uses total since it was rolled in. You guys, I'm rolling this out and I'm decluttering it. I don't wear lip glosses to begin with, and this one is really old. It doesn't smell, I don't enjoy it. And again, I'm not using it. I'm not going to use it. So I'm going to declutter this and I'm going to roll something else in, hopefully something that I do enjoy. That's another reason why I'm doing this project, is because I have so many neglected items and I want to know why I'm not using it. Well, I'm not using this because I don't like it. So I'm going to roll this out. So this will be another roll in. The next item is the Melt Cream Blush. Is it cream blush? Cream Blush Light in the shade Pink Sand. This is a beautiful blush. I love this blush. I have no use on this. I did not use this blush one time since the last update. And I honestly can't tell you why. I don't know. I just didn't reach for it. So that was just rolled in last month. So no use at all in this project. Next up, this item was rolled in May, and this is the NYX Jumbo Highlighter. I always want to call it an eye crayon. It is not an eye crayon. It is highlighter crayon, and it is in the shade Blueberry Muffin. And it is gorgeous. It is so pretty. See how flippy that is? It's really pretty. Now, I do have 5 uses on this total. I had 2 uses up until the last update. I used it 3 more times this past month. So 5 uses total, and I have 5 more uses to go before that rolls out. I love that. It's so pretty. I really watch with how much of it I put on my bottom lash line because it does go really well with my pinky purples that I love to wear. And I love wearing it. But if I use too much of it on my lower lash line, I look like I have rabies. It's not cute. It's not cute. So usually I just put it at the very outer corner or my inner corner. I don't use it like completely underneath. Nobody likes that. Nobody likes that. It's not cute. That I need 5 more uses on, right? Is that what I said? 5 more uses on. The next item was also rolled in May, and this is the Nude Sticks Lip and Cheek Crayon in the shade Purity, and it is really pretty. I like it a lot. It's really not the right season for this for me, but you guys, I had 4 uses up to the last update, and I used it 6 more times. So this is rolling out, yay, 10 uses. The next thing was rolled in also in May, and this is the Pretty in Paradise by Violet Voss. And what was rolled in is this blush right here. And while it is a beautiful blush, it is a sequined matte. So there are glitter particles in that. I didn't think it would bother me. I've used it twice. I'm rolling this out because while I love these shadows, I think these shadows are gorgeous, I do not love this. So I'm going to roll this out, roll something else in that I do enjoy. But yeah, that's not it for me. That's not it. Let me swatch it for you. I will swatch it. It is a beautiful blush. It is a beautiful blush. But it has the, isn't that pretty? But it does have enough of the glitter particles, the sequin in it, that I don't like it. I don't like it on myself. I don't like glitter. So that is rolling out, but not because I used it 10 times, because I don't want to use it again. The next item is the ColourPop Lippy Stick in the shade BFF. This was rolled in last month. I had absolutely no problem using this 10 times. I think I said when I brought it in, I use this as a lip contour. I use it in my Cupid's bow. Words are hard today. Words are so hard for me today. I am getting tongue-tied. Also, it's very hot and humid. We were just out at the grocery store. Like, it's a whole day. This makeup has been on all day. It's probably halfway sweat off. You know what? I have to film this video. So we are here. We are here and we are in this together. We're in this together. Also, I love summer, so I'm not complaining. I'm just stating a fact. I was sweaty today, hair, humid, you know, that thing. So this was used 10 times, and so it is rolling out. It was used way more than 10 times. The next item is the NYX retractable eyeliner in the shade Aqua Green. I was a little when I rolled this in when did I roll this in? I rolled this in April. In April, I had one use. In May, I had one use. In June, I had one use. So I have 3 uses on this. And I am keeping it in because it is beautiful. I just don't wear these shades very often. And I've worn these types of shades 3 times. And those are the 3 uses I've had since it's been in the project. So that is rolling over for 7 more uses. Next up was rolled in May, and this is the MAC lipstick in the shade Creme in Your Coffee. Creme in My Coffee. Creme in Someone's Coffee. Let me see. Creme in Your Coffee, not my coffee. And this is very similar to the nude sticks. You can see how similar those are. So I worked on the nude sticks first. I have a total of 7 uses total. I used it twice up till the last update, and then since the last update I've used it 5 more times. So I do have 7 uses on this. I have 3 more uses to go before it can roll out. Yay. I love it. It's such a beautiful shade. So for all my warm brown looks, which I've been doing a lot, that's what I've been using this with, but that's what I was using this with. And now that that's rolled out, I will definitely be able to concentrate on that a little bit more. Last month, we rolled in the Catrice Air Matte Blush. If you only knew how long it took me to get that out. In the shade Spice Space. In the shade Spice Space. I had never used these blushes before. I got these from my friend Amanda. I got 3 of them. And I love this blush. It doesn't show up really well in a swatch. But let me tell you what, on the cheeks, it is gorgeous. I actually used this in a Get Ready With Me that I did recently. It was my June collab with Leanna Dalton, where I did a summery, glowy look. Warm, summery look. And I used this blush. It is a really amazing formula. I love this blush. And I used it all 10 times. So let's get that out of the way. I did use it the 10 times. I've used it probably 12 or 13 times with my warm looks. It is beautiful. It is really pretty. And because I used this so often, I didn't get all my uses on this. So this is the Pat McGrath Divine Blush and Glow Cheek Palette in Nude Venus. And the shade that I rolled in is also called Nude Venus. And it is this shade right here. Very similar to the Spice Space. You can see that these two are very, very similar. I reached for the Spice Space more than I reached for this, but I still have 7 uses on this blush right here. And the imprint is really starting to wear down. If you look at this blush compared to these 3, The imprint is really starting to wear down. So 7 uses. I only have 3 more uses to go, and this will roll out. I have no doubt that I will reach that before the next update. It's a beautiful blush. I love it. I love the formula of it. It does have a little bit of luminosity to it, but it's not super glowy. It's just healthy. It's just a nice, beautiful blush. So I have 6 products that are rolling out of my 10 uses. I'm excited. I'm really excited. I feel like I need a little bit of a refresh. I have my screen record up. I made sure my volume was turned down this time. And there are some new things on the wheel because I did get a couple of new face palettes. I showed them in my empties video. I got 2 of the Natasha Denona eye and face palettes, and I have each blush and each highlighter in there. Easy for me to say. Easy for me to say. Okay, let's go. We have six items that we're choosing. Wet n Wild Mega Glow in Dusty Pink. Yes, that's beautiful. I don't think that that will interfere with my pink sand. They're pretty different. I think they're different. The Dusty Pink is more of a mauve, where the pink sand is more of a warmer pink. So I think they'll be fine. I think they'll be fine. Number 2. Maybelline Superstay Drive the Future. That's why I have it in here, because I don't ever reach for that. I love the Maybelline Superstay ink crayons. I love the formula. Trust your gut. Trust your gut is one of my absolute favorites that I finished last year, or maybe at the beginning of this year. I have not repurchased because I do have a couple of other lipsticks that are very, very similar to that. And so I'm not going to repurchase it until that's done. I think Drive the Future is a pink, like a rosy pink. I don't know. We'll find out. We'll find out together. Number 3, there's fireworks going on because people still think it's the 4th of July. NYX Thick It and Stick It in Auburn. Okay. I don't use brow products very often. I definitely don't use tinted brow products. I use a clear brow gel. I very rarely use a tinted brow product. So why do I have them? I don't know, but I'm going to use it. We got some serious fireworks going on out there. I mean, it's Saturday night. I'm filming this on a Saturday because it was supposed to go up on the 10th, and it did not because I didn't have time to film it last weekend. So you're going to see it on Sunday, tomorrow. All right, next up. Idiots. ColourPop Creme Gel Liner in the shade DTLA. It is a blue, a dark blue. I think I might actually have it in my stash right now. So not only do we have fireworks going on outside, we have someone revving their engine to compensate for something. I'm just saying. Next one. TYS Cheek Treat Splash. That is a beautiful blush, but I believe it's more of a fall blush. I'll allow it. How many blushes is that? That is 1, 2, 3, 4 blushes. 1. I only have 3 more uses on the Divine Blush, the Pat McGrath. I have 10 uses on the Pink Sand. It is a completely different shade of blush. I'll allow it. It'll be fine. Okay, one more. I hate being so blush heavy. I might change my mind, you guys. I might. BH Belgian Waffle Batter. Okay. That might be, I think that is a bronzer, and that is perfect. And you guys, I'm going to veto the TYS Cheek Treat Splash. And I feel bad because this is the second time I have vetoed that. But very blush heavy. It's very blush heavy. So I'm going to draw one more. I'm not going to do the cheek treat. It's not the right season, and I have too many blushes already. So we're going to go one more. We're going to try something else. ABH Cream Bronzer in Amber. Perfect. Perfect. Okay, I'm really glad that I re-rolled. I really am, because this is the time of year that I wear the ABH Cream Bronzer, because it's very warm and it's darker, and so when I have color on my skin, that's the time I have to use it. Otherwise, it's going to sit for a whole nother year, which is not acceptable. So I'm really happy that I did that. So I'm going to go choose my products. We'll come back. We'll discuss. You guys don't go anywhere. We're back. Why do I always forget that I have 11 products in here? At one point, I drew something extra. I can't even remember why now. I cannot. But I have 11 products in here. I'm thinking, how do I have 5 staying in and 6 rolling in? Because that's why. That's why. The first thing that we drew is the Wet n Wild Mega Glow Stick in the shade Dusty Pink. It is so pretty. I just talked about this in my makeup tag video that I just did. If you haven't seen that, I'll put it up in the cards so you can go check it out. It was a lot of fun to do. But it's a very glowy blush, but it's so pretty and I love it. So yay, I get to use that 10 times. And that is different than, here, let's swatch them together, want to? Because I didn't actually swatch this pink sand, I don't think. Let's swatch this. Yeah, this is a very warm pink. So let's swatch it beside each other. Yeah, those are different. Those are completely different. And honestly, that blush will go really well with the Pat McGrath that I still have some usage to go on. Next, I drew the NYX Thick It and Stick It. This is not the original cap for the Thick It and Stick It. I hate the wand on this product that comes on this product. It is very thick. It is a fat brush, and it was all over. It was all over the place. So this is actually from the Essence Brow, Make Me Brow. I can't remember, you guys. I can't remember the name of it. I finished it a long time ago. But it's a very small little wand, and I like it. So while it doesn't fit on there perfectly, it does screw on. So I'm going to be happy to get some use out of this. Otherwise, why do I have it? Okay, you guys. Drive the Future. That is not what I thought it was. It is not the pink that I thought it was. Speaking of things out of season, guys, I don't wear this shade unless it's fall. But I wasn't going to redraw again. It's very pretty. It is a pretty, pretty dark red. I'm just going to have to figure out how to lighten it up a little bit and use it. My wheel wants to give me fall colors. I'm not ready, you guys. I love summer. I really do. Don't hate me. I love summer. I'm here for summer. Stop rushing it. But this is a very fall shade. Okay, the next one that was brought in is the ColourPop Creme Gel Liner in the shade DTLA. It is a dark blue. It was in my stash, although I have not used it since I brought it in. And of course, in true ColourPop Creme Gel Liner fashion, it broke. But that's what it looks like. It's a very, very dark blue. But it's still very creamy, so I'm happy about that. The next product that was brought in is the ABH Cream Bronzer in the shade Amber, and I've been using this already. So this is kind of a gimme product, but I don't care because this is the season that I will wear this. It is very warm, and it's summertime. I need warm and I need darker in the summer. So I will, am I using this today? No, I did not use this today, but I'm happy to have that in here. And then the last thing that was drawn in is the BH Belgian Waffle. I love this palette so much. And it was the shade Batter, which is this middle shade right here, which is a perfect shade for this time of year for me. So we rolled a bronzer out. I'm rolling a bronzer in. Yay. The only thing that gives me pause about this is I'm trying to finish a bronzer. You guys look at that. Look at that. I'm trying to finish it before the end of the year, which I know it'll finish before the end of the year, but it's a very cool toned bronzer, maybe more winter. I just want to get it out. It's on my plan to pan. I just want to get it out. But this, my friends, is a beautiful, beautiful bronzer shade, especially for summer. So let's recap the things that I need to reach my goals, the things that rolled over into this month. So this is the Melt cream blush light in pink sand. I have to use all 10 uses on that because I don't have any uses on that. The blueberry muffin has to be used 5 more times. It's so pretty. It's so pretty. Rabies though. Can't wear it. You know what? Because I have been wearing purples and pinks, and I will continue to wear purples and pinks because I love them, I might use this on my lid because look how shifty it is. Look at that. Isn't that beautiful? Maybe I'll use it on my lid. Maybe I'll do that. I have 7 more uses to go on the aqua green. Again, I don't know. This is the time of year. This is the time of year. If I'm going to use it, it needs to be now. Otherwise, it's not going to be used until next year because I really only wear shades like that in the summer. I'm very seasonally motivated. I know I've said that before, but it's true. Very seasonally motivated. I have 3 more uses on the MAC creme and my coffee. Let's do this side. Yeah, 3 uses to go on that. That will not be a problem at all. And finally, I have 3 uses to go on the Pat McGrath Labs Divine Nude Venus. That shade right there. No problem. Those are no problems. So I do know that we will definitely have some rollouts next month. Yay for that. I don't know how many of the things I rolled in this time will be rolled out then, but there will be rollouts next time because I am super close on some of these, and other of these are like gimme product. Gimme product. Gimme product. Like those won't be gimme product. Those will not be hard for me to use at all. So are you doing a project 10 uses, a project 5 uses, a project 3 uses? Let me know down in the comments below. Let's start a conversation. Thank you guys so much for joining me today. I really appreciate you being here. And until our next adventure, everyone have a great day, and we'll see you later.